we have just finished Find Me by Owen Wymark. It was our senior play. We had lots of students in years 9 to 13 involved, and I'm absolutely thrilled at the response from audiences. A very hard-hitting, moving play, but some of the conversations that have been had after this play have been really, really fantastic. Young people looking at their lives, looking at the topic of mental illness and how they feel about that. Parents looking at their young people growing up in the world today. So, very pleased. Find Me is about a young girl named Verity who is living with what I would say is undiagnosed mental illnesses. And she's essentially trying to find her way in the world. Owen Wymark wrote the play with 5 different Verities, which were used among the other characters, whereby they all multi-rolled, whereas our production, we actually had 18 Verities, and they all portrayed her. And so in certain moments where Verity is allowed to be herself and come to life, we have these 18 Verities take the stage. They use incredible movement. We've also put together some really interesting soundtracking to just really bring Verity's story and Verity's life to the stage. So this is a very hard-hitting play. It's not a play that you come away from feeling like light. It's something that's going to make you think. And I think for our students playing some of these really challenging roles, so we had Clara Crispin and Kitty Rogerson both playing Verity. They had to do so much to prepare, and whether that's before we even start the process, so the research that they needed to conduct around the time period, around stigma towards mental illness at that time, they really had to delve deep into her backstory and what life would have been like for her. The actors playing the parents in Find Me, you've got Edward and Jean. These were portrayed by 4 students, Imogen, Helena, Sam and Hamish. They really had to push themselves to play these much, much older characters. And as students in the 6th form, I think that's really, really challenging to put yourself into the shoes of what would a parent think? What would a parent feel? How would a parent respond? What's the backstory? What are your obligations? And I think they did an incredible job in doing that. And the proof of that was kind of how their parents coming to see the show came away and approached me and thought, what if my experience had been like that? I think a lot of the feedback has been quite surprising. When I chose this play, there were a few moments where I thought, oh, you know, is this going to be quite left field? Is this going to be quite unexpected? But actually, I think that the response has been overwhelmingly positive. And what's quite wonderful is that the Seaford audiences were able to come in and accept this, you know, this almost like mismatch of different time periods, different characters, and bring that all together to have a really heart-wrenching and quite tragic, actually, at times, story about a young girl who's just trying to find a place in the world. And hearing the audiences be so palpably moved by the performances on stage, it's incredible, and it's a huge testament to what our students here are capable of. This was a challenging text for them to bring to the stage. So I'm so pleased with how the audiences got to see it.